If it's a leadership that is based on serving people, then it's Christ honoring.
And how did you, because it looks, I'm glad that we got a chance to experience the service today. The way I see, the church is unbelievable. And I can tell from what I see in there, it has to be the leadership has done its work really good. Yeah. So how were the people able to just to follow? Because as a leader, they had to follow you. How did you earn that trust from people?
I don't think I've earned it. I think that they have been very generous in giving me their trust.
Okay. Wow.
There had better be an integrity about how I live my life.
Cliff, you're always so humble.
No, but of course,
he's like, come on, Dad.
there had better be integrity. Obviously, if I'm a hypocrite, people who are smart are going to sniff through that real fast. You know, to think about it also clearly, I am very disturbed about the health wealth gospel in Africa and in the United States. It's this whole capitalistic idea that if I really believe in God, he's going to make me healthy and wealthy. That is a lie out of the pit of hell. We serve a guy, we believe in Jesus, who suffered one of the most cruel deaths possible, death by crucifixion. And he prayed in the Garden of Gethsemane, Father, if it is possible, let this cup pass from me. This whole idea that if I really pray right, and if I really have enough faith, everything's going to be really cushy and comfortable. Where on earth does that come from? It comes from the human desire for comfort, and I understand that. I have a desire for comfort. But that is not what Christ calls us to. Christ points out that truth and love are far more important than the cushy, comfortable life. And love includes sacrifice, and truth involves some degree of persecution. And you guys know that from coming out of the Congo. We just talked about the incredible brothers and sisters in Christ who had their heads cut off in Congo. Well, was God asleep on the switch? No, God wasn't asleep on the switch. He gave us free will, and some horrible terrorists decapitated your brothers and sisters, my brothers and sisters in Congo. And that's sick and evil and messed up. So this whole idea that, oh, well, you know, you get all your act together and you get all your ducks in a row by believing in Jesus. Yeah, you believe in Jesus because he's the truth and because he really loves you. And then it's going to be interesting to see what happens in life.
You have something to add there?
Yeah, I mean, you know, you have blessings and curses in the Old Testament, in Deuteronomy. So obviously many of the Israelites, when they were following God, they did get blessings. And when they weren't following God, they did get punishment. And so, yes, good things can come, obviously, from faith and following Christ. But to say if you don't have faith, somehow that's going to automatically equate to your suffering. Well, I'd say Jesus Christ had some pretty good faith. And where did that get him? Pinned to a cross. In the most painful type of death imaginable. And so that itself just shatters the health and wealth gospel.
And this question, how will you advise somebody who have been hurt by the church?
People that attend church, like nowadays, you have Christians, you know, church members that whenever there is something that they don't like about the church, or there was a certain approach from the leadership toward them that they felt like this is not right, and they end up feeling the hurt, and then they decide to leave church. What's your advice to people that go through those type of situations?
Luke chapter 19, Zacchaeus.